Today, you and I are going to determine whether or not performing dowsing to find natural resources is a science or a pseudoscience. And the criteria that I have for a science is to first be able to be verified through the scientific method, and then to secondly, it must be able to adapt to new information when it comes to light. And if it does not complete these two, then it is a pseudoscience. And just a quick definition, dowsing is a form of divination that is used to find valuable resources such as water, gold, gemstones, and oil. And how it's used is you have a stick or two sticks. So if I went like, these are my two sticks, and went like this, they would supposedly lead the person to the natural resources. According to Benjamin Radford, dowsing is a clear example of a logical fallacy called the appeal to tradition, meaning people have done it for hundreds of years, so it must be true. And this is a common sign in pseudoscience because people just believe the past, and even though technology has increased and things of that nature have increased, they still refuse to look into those and accept those, and then just go from hundreds of years ago, which points directly to pseudoscience. And then a big study that was done was in 1999. German physicists decided to test the validity of dowsing. So they took first they found a sample of about 500 potential dowsers, and they tested them all with like just generic dowsing skills, and they came up with a test group of 43 to do the actual experiment. And then the physicists drilled 10 holes into the ground and filled them up with water and then covered them, and to see if the dowsers could find them. And then all the dowsers went through and did their dowsing stuff. And then this is the result from the test. These are the average distances they were away from the holes. The holes are the circles, and then the dowsers' guesses are the arrows. And from this evidence, they based that there was no actual correlation between the act of dowsing and then locating natural elements, so it didn't actually work. So from this, they concluded that it was a pseudoscience, not an actual science. In conclusion, dowsing has been used for thousands of years for people who want to find natural resources, and is still used today. But based on this, and since it cannot be verified scientifically, and the fact that it has not adapted to modern science, then I would have to classify it as a pseudoscience.
All right. Thank you, Caleb. Questions for Caleb? Yes, Abby.
Did they just use any type of sticks?
It was usually like two metal rods or a forked stick. It's like a slingshot.
What kind of oh, sorry, go ahead, Caleb.
How would you know if there's water? Like, would the sticks move or something? Or?
Yeah, I guess like the sticks, if you had like a forked stick, it would just guide your body to it. Or if you had the ones where the metal rods, they go and then they cut down at a 90 degree angle, so you hold a little 90 degree, and then they'll freely rotate, and then supposedly where they intersect is where the water is.
All right. My question got taken, so thank you, Caleb.